Hello, hello, hello. All is good. Right. Stick this in the Discord real quick. Sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Right. Right. So. Cube indeed. Cube. Right. What am I doing? We're gonna try and figure out the style a little bit. Try and nail that down. Because I'm still kind of winging it right now. I think it'd be good to looking at examples real quick. So we're just going to take it one thing at a time. Let's just try and make a bit of a scenery and see how we get on with that, because it's important that I actually know how we're doing this first. Right. How's it going, Spiky? Nice. Good to hear. Do I have that landscape? So it's called landscape. True terrain. No, that's gonna be a bit excessive. You can just generate. That's alright. Right. Just gonna make some faux mountains. Something like that. Let's get them way off to the distance. So I'm very bad at depth. Depth is very hard to do with scale. Always struggled with depth. Cool. And then I also want to figure out the best way to make clouds, because basically what we're doing now is we're going to revert to can't watch completely loaded up with work, but I'll keep you open another tab muted. Fair enough, my friend. Respect it. All is well. And then I guess we could still do an atmosphere. Yeah. Do I have... Let me just Chrome... Color... Cool. Right. Highlight color, that, and then the base color, this is why we need to test everything, because that's already not detailed enough for me. Then what we're going to do is, and found a little clandestine group of experimental noise musicians and band companies support each other up. It's pretty cool. Nice. Are you going to join? I'm listening to some of their albums later. Nice. Okay, so it's these clouds that I want to get right. I'm so used to doing volumetrics for clouds. Howdy, 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 howdy. How's it going? I'll be chilling, working on my thesis, distributing the survey link. How about y'all? I'm all grandiose, brother. Just figuring out stuff. Have I just duplicated that light? Yes, I have. Okay. And then we're gonna go that, and then we're gonna do just like a pure white. Oh no, that's base, so we want that. That seems way too dark. There we go. Like that. And then experimental music has always been pretty self-supporting, thinking how the experiment could ask. Derek Bailey had a record label that functioned as a co-op. Nice. So do you do experimental music, or are you just looking into it? Do I do a third color? That's the highlight. And then that's the mid. And that's the... Let's see what happens with that. Okay. I don't do experimental music, but I'm a fan of the more other musics. Nice. That's cool. You just partake without feeling like you need to join in. listen to musicians' music. Okay. Maybe this could be like a kind of valley. Carnage. And this can be the foreground. This is what has the grass on it, because we don't need. Oh, no, that's good. Okay. Listen to musician. I listen to musicians' music. What do you have in mind for today, Shui? We are just working more on what we were doing yesterday. Trying to just kind of work out the kinks of it all. Because I feel like I like to just jump straight into stuff without actually kind of figuring out how to do it, basically. So we're just gonna try and kind of make a set scenery. We're also going on to pixel art. Maybe not quite that pixelated, like maybe we do even closer photographs. I still have the character, which we will possibly add on into this scene. But I just think it's important that I actually figure out how to do a scene first. Get carried away with the character. Yeah. Don't want clouds on the background. Just the gradient, please. And I also wanted to figure out if I was to do, oh, he's gone. I was to do like sun. Will the glare work? Imagine Eddie comes back and sees his #1 spot taken by me. He would not be happy. You are very loyal, I appreciate it. Okay. I like that the glare works, that's nice. I think we need at least this grass to be darker. By the way, there's no chat preview on your screen. FYI. Oh yeah. Chat box. Say something else? That is weird. It wasn't showing me the chat at the beginning of the stream. I managed to just refresh it and it worked on there. Yeah. Oh no, there we go. It's working. Put that like there. It's all good. It's all good, it's all fixed. My day was fixed when I saw your notification. Bless you. You sweet, sweet boy. Okay, that is way too dark. I wonder if we can literally just take one of these clouds, turn that into a bush. Be like, make them really small. Like that. That's a silly way of doing that. I think I need to separate these distances a little bit more though. How does this look? Don't hate it. Don't love it. Don't hate it. It's just hard to get that perspective down. Need like clouds have got to be like way less bulbous. We join them all up and then add a displace onto that and that's already looking a bit better. Okay. That's already a bit better. I think we want a more blue sky. A rogue one there. What if we went for like water on here? Like that color and yeah, that's kind of cool. I need to make this a dark green. How are we looking? Okay. It's getting there. We almost need to move this down a bit. And then we almost want to add like a shoreline around these almost. Let's just do it with a can do is just grab these, move them kind of in and around. Thoughts on the different kind of music? Thought I was getting a little bit kind of bored of the really slow stuff. And we'll do a tritone on that. Nope, not on that. Whoops. It's kind of different browns. Maybe not that brown. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Okay. It's kind of getting a vibe. Kind of thing we can change in post as well. Maybe kind of do two of these instead of the one big one. If we put a tiny little boat down there, is it gonna make the perspective feel more accurate? Just as a test. A little bit. Want like a very slight deform on the water, otherwise it's kind of just one big thing. 0.01. Does that give us anything? No. One tiny one. Right, let's stick the character in here. Okay. That works better than I thought it would, to be honest. Because what I'm going to be doing is... I'm still going to draw in the eyes and everything like that by hand, just because I like the idea of hello Voki. We're getting somewhere, because yeah, we're going to still draw in the eyes. That way I can kind of control the expression and stuff. See, I quite like that. What do you guys think? Yeah. A little bit more contrast, a little bit more vibrance, maybe. Yeah, like that's nice. Yeah, the right eyes definitely off. I'm gonna kind of lean into the quirkiness of the fact that I'm drawing every expression by hand. But I like that. Also, what's nice about this is, let me save this real quick. Sitting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sitting landscape scene. What's nice about this is the grass moves, it's animated, and so does he, and because it's on Eevee with like the lowest quality possible, it's super quick. Landscape animation. What if you got water to have tiny waves as well? Yeah, what we can do with that is his little trick. So what we're going to do, if I haven't, yeah, okay. It's a bit convoluted, but if we add an empty, are you watching, you're learning. Empty, and then we follow path, the empty onto the circle, like so. So now we have an empty on just like an invisible path like that. And then what we do is if we rotate this, although that's for looping animation, so we don't really need to even do that, but same concept, we'll just do an empty. And then on here, the coordinates of the texture for these ripples. So now what we can do is if we just move this like that, it will do that. Obviously that's kind of crazy, so I think if we make this really big, that, and then just go to the end of the animation and literally move it like that much. And then make these linear, that. Should give it a fairly nice little ripple. Oh, my camera's off. It's coming back. It's coming. I have to legit stick a fan on top of my camera because it overheats so quick. And I forgot to put the fan on. My bad. It'll be back. You don't need to see my face anyway. There we go. I've literally got like this little fan on top of my camera just to stop it from overheating. You weird. How's that? And look how fast this freaking animates, renders. Oh, so nice. You're welcome. I should probably have got rid of the boat, but hey ho, we're just testing right now. I should give Eddie one of those, even though he's not here. You should message him and say he missed out. Nice, all the frames done. And then we go into After Effects. Just message him saying you missed out on the best part of the stream. He's gonna be so mad. Right, and then don't know if you're there, Voki, but you're not gonna know. That's what you get for not joining in. Sorry, man. He grinded. Eddie, what do you think of this? He's a bit passive. But the idea is there. Yeah. I'd say the water's moving a little bit too quick. Yeah. You had to take time away from your work just to try and find that moment. Well, don't want that. Go away. Right. The idea's there. Everything's moving a bit fast. Okay, let's fix that now. We can wind strength between 3. We want like super slow day. Even 0.1. Back it. And this needs to be way slower. Where's that empty? That looks like the right kind of timing. I'm working on a painting for a friend's birthday. Is this still Blender? It looks too Adobe-ish. No, this is Blender. Nice. What you doing? You painting them? Using a node for the pixelated look. I'm not, no, I'm actually... Alright man, back to it. Have a good luck, Shu. If you end it and I haven't said goodnight, send me a message and just turn out, will do. Also make Frogware EH merch. When are you making the EH merch? And you also better not do anyone other than me making it. To answer your question, Voki, I am literally, I've literally got it at 20% resolution, so it's just pixelated because it's so small. That's basically it, which also has the added benefit of rendering really quickly, which is nice. I'm gonna get rid of that boat. Looks goofy. That's what I did for render. For render, I did. Nice. Yeah, it's super simple. It's like people underestimate how hard pixel art is because there's so little detail that it just becomes even more important that you are keeping an eye on every little element. Alright, let's render this out. There he goes. Appreciate you subscribing to my Patreon, by the way, Voki. I saw that yesterday. Big legend. No fighting for scrap. Yeah, no worries. There's no pressure, my friend. It's all good. It's all good. Why does it look so dark? Am I going crazy? Has my whole screen just gone dark? I'm so confused. That already looks better, doesn't it? The grass is still too fast. Grass is going crazy, man. It looks so slow on here, but I shared my work in progress in the art channel. If I have a look, I will have a look right now. Whoa, that's sick. That's very cool. Are you gonna like print it out or something and give it to them, or are you gonna send it over? Strength 0.1 and 0.01. Posted the wrong version. Oh, sweet. I don't think I can send it overseas, so I just have to send it to them as a digital card. That's fair. You can send letters, like a postcard size. It's very cool though. The last time somebody tried to send something to me, it got lost. Oof. Because you can just do yeah, like you can send letters worldwide on just a postcard size. It's what I'm gonna do for my Patreon if someone subscribes for the physical art prints one. That's my plan for that. Thank you. Look at, I didn't even realize the perspective. These mountains are tiny compared to him. The illusion. Yeah, that looks way better. I just added some details to the thing. Maybe we could have just like a little, it'd be nice to have a little plant, like a flower, just have one kind of thing of colour in the foreground. If we do something like that. How detailed is that going to be? Because we can add the shader to it. Oh, I kind of like that in a weird way. Maybe we just add like a few around him. Just like that. And then what we can do is graph editor. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. If we add, go back to frame 1. Maybe white flowers with slight blue tint. Yeah, we can give that a go. I'm just gonna see if I can. Location. Modifiers. Noise. Whoa. Scale like. Okay, that's fucking gun miles. Just need a tiny bit of movement. Yeah, that works. Jesus. 0.2. What was this one? Minus 66. Minus 66. 2. Whoa. .001. Oh. There's no more that I'm missing, is there? There we go. Took a second to find it. Right, let's make this white then, shall we? You know what? Let's just throw on the same shader we're using for everything. Like a 3 part 1, no. Like that, and then you want like a white flower, so we could do the highlight as white, the mid-tone still kind of as white, the shadow maybe like that. Maybe we do more. Highlight, white, mid-tone, like. Right. I feel like I fucked it, didn't I? It's better before. Like that. How does that look? Save it. Okay, cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that the flower kind of comes out from behind. I was worried it was going to stay behind it for too much. Do we add like a tiny little... kind of want like a pop of red or something. Maybe we just add like... right to the center. We make this little bit. Just a tiny bit in the middle. It's just red. You'll barely see it, but yeah, I kind of like that. Just a tiny little pop. Right, let's give this a render. Yeah, like a little daisy. Yeah. So much nicer. Almost watching it real time. Speed. Speed. Boom. Pretty much done. Nice. Alright, let's throw that in. Oh, it just immediately looks so much nicer when you put the color grade on it. I mean, that could be like a freaking wallpaper if I've ever seen one. If you added loads more like details to it. The grass feels a lot better. I might also put it in 12 FPS on here. Yeah, that feels a bit more pixely, doesn't it? It almost felt too smooth before. Let me go back just to make sure. 24 frames per second. Do you prefer it in 24 or 12? That's 24. Back to 12. What do you think? my other thing is that I'm gonna have to draw over every frame. Use calm frame rate. Landscape render. Shit. It shouldn't take too long, and I think it is kind of crucial. Because the thing is, I'm just not going to be able to control the emotion if I do it all in 3D. Yeah, no. I'm definitely going to need to find a new position to use my drawing tablet though. Oh, whoops. Can I like put my drawing tablet on my lap? Go that far. Whoa. Kind of. Do it like that. That kind of works. Move this over. I mean, you will just be seeing the side of my head, but it is so much easier. Oh. Oh. Do what's easiest for you, mate. You know what? I will. I think like no face on that. Can I set up my buttons? What do I want? I want like a next frame. Go to next frame. Go to next frame. Go to short. Shortcut. There must be, yes, if you click on the timeline and the options and up down there, it's a timeline shortcut. Alright, I will. Page down, next frame. Okay, nice. So I just need to make like that one. that's brush. Ooh. Then I just need to make one full undo. Nice. Right. Brush. Page. Next frame. Okay. And then I should turn on onion. Enable onion skins. Oh, lovely. Is there any? Sorry, you guys are just watching me figuring out this frames after. Alright. My only thing is that surely I can make a new video. Oh yeah. God, it's been a while. So I don't want to have to rotate. I don't want to have to do every frame. Let's just work with this for now. I'll figure that out another time. Alright, let's just get... No, go back. Let's just get going. I don't think I'm even going to do face, mouth on this one. It's just going to be like the most relaxing streaming content once I actually start getting to doing more of the film stuff. I'm literally just going to be rendering stuff out and then sat here for hours just drawing over frames. Okay, How's your drawing going, Voki? Tedious. What bit are you working on at the moment? Also, don't talk to me about tedious. I know every frame. I'm joking. I know what I want and need to do. It takes forever to do them. What is it? What is it that you want? Adding details and effects. So, effects in drawing just baffles me. I'm so used to like 3D and like actually simulating things like effects. The idea of manually making effects is, I just don't see how that's possible. Like I've tried drawing like a fire simulation plenty of times in my life. And it always looked shoddy. I need a drawing tablet glove again. It already hurts. It's just a weird feeling. It's just like rubbing your wrist against a screen. Something about it. It's like, is that static or something? My room can get a little dusty and sometimes the side of my hand is just brown after one session. Yeah. It just feels weird, man. I used to have a glove and then when we were moving, I'm pretty sure I remember hoovering it up accidentally. Just one of those like gloves that just go on your kind of pinky. Real quick. Yeah, I quite like that. It's a bit goofy. I almost wish I was animating on twos, maybe. Is it cool how chaotic it is? I'm back. I almost wish I was doing it on 2s. I don't even know how you would do that. We'll carry on for now. Maybe animate the pupils on a lower frame rate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I animate it on 2s, I would just have to. I don't even know what I'd have to do. Oh, wrap my head around frame rates. Because this is on 12, so I'd be animating the eyes on 6 FPS. Then I'm animating over the top, so I'd have to just. I'm sure there's a setting where you can skip to. But then it won't. You skip 2, but then it won't have a drawing on the second one. I'll figure it out. This is again just a test. We're just testing aesthetics right now. But maybe I should just try and keep it more similar, that way it won't jump around quite as much. But I'm liking it. I like the way that the resolution works, in the sense that when the character's really far away, he's like really pixelated. I like that he doesn't just stay the same kind of resolution. He becomes more and more low quality the further away he is, which is nice for things like close-ups like this, where there is quite a lot of detail in the shade. Cool. You do it. Right. Second explorers. PNG, sure, you should make another one like this one day, but where the character is sitting on the edge or creative moon. That's a cool idea. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be this is just testing for the short film I'm gonna make. So I will be doing a lot more stuff like that. Which is going to be like a desolate thing. I want to do like a caverns kind of environment, which would be quite Marsy, I guess. Explores video sequence. PNG. Let's do that. There. All frames. Right, I think that's doing it. Let's have a little look at that then, shall we? Where are you guys gone? There you are. I want to know who's watching. We know one's Eddie, Voki, and Xenix. That's all we know. Who is the mysterious other two? I feel like I've always got like 4 people, and it's usually one person talking. Who's this mysterious lingerers? Show yourselves. Interesting. Landscape is missing. What? Okie dokie. See you shortly. There we go. That 12, and then interpret footage 12. There we go. Hello, welcome back. How's it going? Right. Lemonade. You were gone for a while. Did you make it fresh? Oh, damn. Fresh lemon. Right. I like it. Pour some tea on top, extra flavour. Nice. I do love me some iced tea. I kind of like that some frames like this because I don't have the opacity all the way up, you get this like, it almost looks like I've drawn over every frame with like a marker, like that effect you'd kind of, if you did a Sharpie on like a roll of actual film, it kind of has that like vibe. I still wish it was on 2s. I just don't like that it's almost moving faster than the actual animation of everything else. It's not like it's even matching the frame rate, it's even faster than it. But I like it. Kind of vibes. Oh, sorry. I've been showing you the wrong screen. I'm an idiot, I'm sorry. All that time I was like zooming in on this, talking about the drawings. My bad. That's what it looks like. Sorry about that. Idiot. 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 Yeah. The eyes look like marker on a roll of film. Big up, Axe. How's it going? Just woke up. Axe, are you going to be really annoyed at me if I take a break for 5 minutes right now, just as you joined? I was just about to go and then you joined. Thank you very much. I appreciate you popping in. I won't be back. Won't be gone long. Nice. I'll leave this playing just in case any randoms join the stream and they're confused what's going on. Yeah, I'll leave it on. There you go. It'll be back. I saw what you said, Voki, about tricking me. You think I don't know what you're up to, your schemes? Your schemes. Right. Let's export this, and then I want to try. Landscape video. Okay. Have a look on Sketchfab. So I want like a what would you call that? Like a sandstone. Not really a cavern, it's like a basically want this. That's what I want. Canyon. Not a cavern, a canyon. Yeah. I'm on there, but they're not downloadable. Come on, must be one. Save that. That's the vibe. Am I screen sharing the right screen? I am. Kind of like that. The moment of truth is how this is going to work with the shader, because it can be pretty hit or miss. Not too bad. Where's that? Let's get some colours from this picture. Darker colour. What's going on? There we go. 10%. No, we did 20 in the end, didn't we? And he's down to 1. Hello. Oh, okay. Whole thing crashed. Love that. What did I do to deserve that? Literally. Okay, it just doesn't have me subdividing it. Fair enough, I won't. If I go down to 1. Surely you can do that. That's kind of the right vibe already, to be honest. Top right one, the wood. Broken it. It does not like that for some reason. I think there is like a, I mean there's this one as well, which is meant to be a rock. Why doesn't it like that? The intense grain. Right, we're going back. We need to see what it will look like rendered anyway. Come on, you can do it. Don't crash again. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get our froggy guy in there. Frog time. We're on to a canyon scene. That's where we're at. Epic indeed. This is the true test. Like other environments, I think we got that one down fairly well. Let's get him in there. There he is. The man, the myth. We want him quite small, don't we? It's that boy. Let's get an empty on the parent. The bones to the empty. That way we can move him forward as he walks. Get the speed down. Oh, pretty close off the bat. Maybe he moves a bit further. Who that boy? Let's give him his skin back. There he is. The man, the myth. I don't want to see what it looks like. So the only light is coming from this light here. Quite like that. This is going to be our first example of drawing his mouth and his nose on him. Oh, actually, let me, compositing, I want to add, try and get a bit of glare in each shot, because it was nice. It was nice. Just a little bit, come on. Danny. No, okay, let me make it. What? Let me make this light brighter. Although it does just immediately. We got two lights. Yeah. We got three actually. That's kind of what I was going for. Just move that down a bit. What if he's like holding a little light? That could be cool. Holding a little torch, maybe. You know, I can make a torch, I don't need to. Let's make a little torch real quick. Like that, and then probably like that, and then like that, and then we can insert that, extrude that down a little bit, like that. Or you could do a night scene of him camping, post-apocalyptic landscape. Yeah, that's definitely the vibe. That is definitely the vibe. I'm just, right now I'm just, tell me that's the best torch you've ever seen. Try and tell me that's not. Best torch you've ever seen. And what we're going to do is stick this light in there, like that. Parent the light to the torch. And then... See, look, guys, I know what I'm doing. All those that doubted me. Put the torch in his little hand like that. Put it down a tiny bit. And then what we're going to do is parent the torch to this bone. And look at that, he's freaking carrying it. Freaking carrying the torch. Might make the shaded part of the rock a lot darker. Whoa. That's what I'm going for. And then on here, let's make this like almost black. And then can we make the light more like that? How are we looking with that? How we looking? How we looking? Interesting. Not how I want it to look, that's for sure. That's weird. We put like a small light, very dim, like kind of like that. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's the vibe. That's vibey as hell. Let's freaking render that shit out. Cavern brains. That's freaking epic as hell. Maybe we put a few plants down, just like add a tiny bit of motion. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. And then just tiny. That is very windy. Maybe not even 1.5. Yeah, like that. And then grass shader, we want this to be dry ass grass. I'm just gonna save this real quick. Right. Love that just goes right in the way. Nice, and we just stick a few of those around. A little bit of sun shining around. How's that look? That's interesting how it's lighting up. Why is it lighting up like that? I'm not gonna say I hate it because I kind of like it. Yeah, I like the light as well. I think, especially once we get it into the edit. I kind of like that. It's weirdly kind of cool. Because obviously, when he gets to the end, he's gonna be lighting up that last plant on his way over. I think you could make the shadow cooler. Cooler as in, like, more blue, or cooler as in more epic. Make it. Come on, mate, you can make it cooler than that. Yeah, I quite like that. Maybe like a bit like there-ish. Come on, mate, this is shit. You can make it better than that. That's what you meant, right? That's what you were saying? Like that, maybe? No, sir. Yeah, cool. I like that too. I especially love how the shadows of that are coming up. You make the sick stars and distant galaxies in the shadows. What you could be. Six stars and distant galaxies and shadows. Yeah, I could probably do that in compositing, because I'd literally just have to do an overlay, a dark overlay, and it would just only show on these dark bits. Could be cool, like maybe less stars and more like gemstones in the wall that kind of looks like stars. Alright, we're gonna render this out. That was quick, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm already pretty happy with that. Again, I'm still not even working on the film. Like, none of this is necessarily story. And I still need to figure out how I'm gonna do like the cigarette, because maybe I should. I was originally gonna draw the cigarette, but actually I might. Is that adding the noise? Yeah, nice, okay. I remember what I was saying. Phased out. Oh yeah, I'll probably do the cigarette as a 3D model. I quite like the idea of it, like a pixely cigarette, as opposed to drawing it as part of the mouth. You know? Oh, I love that shadow right at the end. Bigfoot. Oh, this one looks so lush now. Guys, we've already got so many frames. And then we're gonna bump up the vibrance and stuff on this anyway. Just cause. Oh, I kinda like the black. I'm not gonna lie, I do kinda like the black. Maybe just like nearly black. Okay. Alright. Back to the drawing tablet. Just on there. And you're back. There he is. Oh boy. have to go really small. Just immediately adds the character. Maybe we could even have him like start by looking around, add even more character to that. It'd take a lot longer than the first one did. I was only doing the pupils the first time. Okay, that's the first problem. I need to remember that he's going up and down to make sure I move the mouth with that motion. I was doing it with the eyes, but I wasn't doing it with nose and mouth. As long as I keep in line with this little pixel here, then I think we should be good. it's time to go back up again. Looks alright then. How's it going, guys? Chilling. Nice. Are you still drawing, or you just certified chilling now? Still drawing for sure. Yes. I'm trying to figure out how to draw bird wings. Bird wings. That does sound difficult. When in doubt, trace. Okay, and I'm gonna have him turn and look to the other side over literally like 2 frames. Just like that. Do you listen to any podcasts, Yoki? How's this looking then? Okay, I quite like it. I don't really listen to podcasts, but I do put on a Northern Lion pod and I have him yap in the background. Fair enough. Sorry, I'm not yapping too much. I'm not exactly keeping you company while you are. He's an interesting character. Yeah, I think I know the guy. It's nice to have someone to art when I do art. Yeah, it is. I just feel like I'm not really talking much. I'm not really entertaining. Let me talk about something. Yap on about something. Give me a subject to yap on about. And I'll yap while you are. I think you're entertaining. I think I can be when I'm talking, but right now I'm just sitting in silence, drawing like 400 faces on a frog. Speaking facts. I appreciate it, guys. I am just sitting in silence though, but I appreciate it. Can't we just talk about the political and economic state of the world, guys? Let's not. This is time for drawing faces on frogs. I appreciate it, Voki, and I appreciate it, Cynics, Legends. Legends. got a job interview on Thursday. Probably won't get it, but it's funny, I got to the point the other week where I just started sending out cold emails to loads of different brands. I literally just asked ChatGPT to give me like 50 small startup brands that would be worth emailing. So it gave me this list. Yeah, it gave me it's a good way to do it, but I'm about to give you a warning, which is that it gave me a list of companies to send an email to, but I didn't really look into all of them because I was like, I asked for like 50, so I just sent out 50. Most of them were like juice brands or like, you know, equipment, like gym equipment, just like startup product brands. And then the only one that got back to me was this like, now don't get me wrong, I was born a hippie, but there's a certain level of hippie that is too much for me, and that's saying a lot. And it's like this lifestyle brand, where they do like seminars on intimacy and stuff, and they're like the only people that got back to me. But the headline of the email was the subject of the email is like, your next graphic designer is here. So they probably thought it was like divine intervention or something. So I'm speaking to them on Thursday. The thing with wellness brands is like they claim to be all like hippie and shit, but quite often they're raking in the money. So I'm kind of hoping they're raking in the money. In which case they'll pay me decently, but we'll see. They're saying it's a first stage interview, even though I approached them, so I guess they just want to chat. I don't really know. I don't think the people that I'm speaking to now even know how we got in contact. I don't even know if they even need any graphic design. Their website's fine, but you gotta fake it till you make it. Just be like, oh yeah, I could redo all of your stuff. Bring the eyes into the center now. I'm trying to cold email clothing companies to provide textile service or production, but most of them don't reply, so I know the struggles of cold emailing. Yeah. They, I think they do like online seminars, and you can ask, I probably won't get it anyway. Like online seminars on wellness. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like you've got to be in that world to understand. Like I said, I'm a bit of a hippie. You don't lose anything from trying to be honest. It's better than not emailing at all. Yeah, I started every email with like, this is a cold email. But I'm here if you need me. You never know. Someone might be like, we were just about to start looking for a graphic designer. But yeah, I don't know, they do like therapy, like alternative therapy stuff. I don't know, at this point I'll take whatever I can get. It also has the added bonus is if they're all like therapists, hopefully they'll be really nice. a lot nicer than my London rich daddy people I was working for before. Just someone say therapist? Yeah, not really. I think it's like all like alternative therapy. Not probably the kind of therapy that you would be quite against, which I wouldn't disagree. I don't know. They're also very hard to even like learn about. There's barely anything on their website. They're quite mysterious, but they've got a lot of testimonies. So a lot of people are sending their money to listen to them talk about stuff. Just give me your money. Give me your money and a job. But I must have applied for over 300 jobs at this point, I think, just on LinkedIn alone. It's rough out there, man. But it's alright because my YouTube's gonna blow up, my Patreon's gonna blow up, and I'll never have to work for anyone else again. And that's the plan. It's gonna happen. Gonna will it into existence. Let's have a look at how this is looking. Zoomed out. We haven't looked at it zoomed out in a while. Let's have a look, guys. We're over halfway through. Yeah, I like that. What do you think, guys? I quite like it. It's also got onion skinning on, so that's why it's kind of got that ghostly effect. There he is. Now, just FYI, I'm going to be putting these onto Voki. I don't think traditional therapy would do much for me since I'm already aware of my problems and not challenging. It's quite pricey. Yeah. It's depends where you are, I guess. In the UK, you can get free therapy. You just have to wait on a waiting list for ages, from what I understand. Yeah, I'm going to be posting this on my paid part of my Patreon. You guys already know what it looks like, so that's fine. But I just feel like I need to post something behind the paywall. It's not necessarily for you guys or people who are kind of already in the streams like this, but more just for future, if someone joins and they weren't part of the stream. Traditional therapy there varies on type of technique and therapist uses. Not every type of therapy works for everyone, but it's a whole process to be honest. Yeah, therapy is a hard one because it's like, it's not like any other struggle in life. Like, the struggles of finding a good therapist, a therapist that works with you well. The process of like any kind of money or meeting people, if that's something you're not comfortable with, it's not like any other part of your life where you have to do things you don't want to do. So it's still going to be stressful, even if the actual thing you're doing is designed to help with stress. It's still stressful to begin with. So I think a lot of people don't even start because that initial process is so difficult. And then once you get past that barrier, that's where the good shit happens. But typically the people going to therapy are going to be not super comfortable anyway, so what did you say? Therapist, client relationship is very important. Yeah. What did you say, Voki? Was it a horrible threat about me? Wait, I didn't see Voki, I'm sure. I wonder if I had the same issue the other day, just share something again, maybe. Yeah, that issue happened yesterday, didn't it? It probably would want to do customer therapy, but they have committed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I actually my friend alright, story time, guys. My friend went to university in LA, in California, and she was studying film out there, and I went in 2018. I went to go visit, and I was gonna go stay out there with her for like 2-3 months. I think it was 3 months. And then, I mean, it was a crazy trip. The first thing that happened. The first thing that happened was pretty much as soon as I got there, COVID started, which was great. But also, my friend was dating this guy before I went out there, and they broke up because he was a bit kind of chaotic, kind of starting to give off a little bit of a dangerous kind of person vibe. And when I got there, he started really going off the rails, and he was like obsessively messaging her and stuff, and he started showing up at the house, which was quite scary. And he started showing up at the house, and he started posting pictures of all of his guns on his Instagram. And then he kind of seemed to know where my friend was pretty much all the time, which we couldn't really figure out how he knew that, but he was like tracking her phone or tracking her car or something, because he would like show up in the most obscure places. We were like on a hike once, and he was just in the car park when we finished. And then on the final day, he like showed up and we had told him that if he comes again, we're going to call the police. And so he showed up at the door and we called the police. He like begged us. He was like freaking out. Basically, he had just come out of ketamine therapy. And he'd been in there for ages, and he had literally come out like a couple of hours earlier. And then like just manically, like, because he's obviously obsessed with my friend. I don't know what happened, but he was still like not in a sane state of mind coming out of it. I feel like it just increased his manic episode or whatever. Because don't they like desensitize you? They're like, they dose you and then they like leave you. They like do it around of therapy, and then he said they just left him like in a room alone for like an hour. So I don't know. It seems like an interesting thing. I'm in no way opposed to the use of drugs for helping conditions and stuff, but I just think inherently you're gonna have a bad time on drugs in a clinical setting. I think drugs can be helpful, but I think by their very nature, like, you shouldn't really be doing them in that kind of environment. It seems odd to me. I can imagine, like, you know, having a very kind of meaningful evening and taking something in like, you know, while camping and, or, you know, something like that, and having like a meaningful moment that affects you in the long term. But I just can't imagine sitting around like surrounded by guys in fucking white coats, like, asking you questions. Sounds like the worst possible situation. But yeah, after we called the police, when we told him we called the police, he walked down the road and got into this car. So after about like 40 minutes, when the police finally showed up, I went down, like, we knew that the police were coming in a certain amount of time. And so we knew that we knew that the police were going to be there soon, so I skateboarded down the road to go see if he was still in the car. He wasn't still in the car, but when I came back, the police had arrived, and they thought I was him. So they like put me on my knees in the front lawn of my friend's house. They came out, they were like, "No, it's not him, it's not him." Bruh. I got the stream to talk about ketamine therapy. That's my only anecdote about ketamine therapy. I'm sure it works, but like, you should probably not give a manic person having manic episode ketamine therapy. And yes, Eddie, I'm still going, but not for much longer, because I think once I finish this round, Eddie, did you see the end point of the last one? Are you sure? Yeah. Eddie, this is how the last one ended. And then this is the current one. that. That's where we're at. How's your work going, Eddie? You get most of it done? Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, we've still got like 36 minutes to do, which sucks, and it's 2 AM, but slowly but surely I'm getting done. Well, I've still got 36 minutes, which sucks. Damn. There is something about editing that I feel like when you're done mentally, it's so hard to carry on. I feel like I get stuck when I'm editing sometimes, and I'm just like, Eddie, I cannot do Eddie. Why should I say Eddie? I'm like, I just cannot do anymore. I feel like it drains your brain listening to the same like music on repeat and looking at the same like things, like rewinding and going back. It just drives you crazy. Yeah. Then we're streaming tomorrow. With editing is, I find I hit a point where it's almost like motivation goes down the drain and almost get super sidetracked from this. Yeah, I was going to, but it's late night afterwards. I was going to, but it's been a late night after late night recently, so I'm going to cancel it. What? I was excited for that. Cancelling our one peak date. You're letting work get in the way of your friendships. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're streaming Wednesday, right? That's what I said. Okay, we are still. Whew. Don't scare me like that. But you were ditching me, man. No. Alright, we've finished the frames on this one. Oh, God. Yeah. One. Drawn. Never ditch you, big boy. Thank you. Jeez. I was about to start crying on the live stream. Embarrass myself. Right. Stick that in there. All that. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Good luck out there. Right, there we go, guys. Let's have a little look at our hard work. I almost want, actually, on this one, I might zoom in slightly and do a cheeky little one of those. Yeah, look at that. Oh wait, you can't see. Sorry. Yeah, here we go. Let me make this big. Nice. I like it. I think the cave one's a bit goofy, which is fine, but it's probably like in the actual film it would be like a transitioning shot between two slightly more detailed shots. So maybe like on the road and then this shot and then a shot of him by a campfire that would be like a lot nicer, a lot more detailed. Nice, I'm going to export that. Actually, let's throw a quick little bit of color grading on there. See if we can't make it even more. No, not that one. I did play with the colours a little bit on the other one. Yeah, that's a bit nicer. So I quite like that.